All right, there it is. So I hope you had a great weekend, everyone. As much as a good weekend as Elon Musk did have, he certainly made some big purchase and happy surprise this morning. All right, so let's review the market. So we're Monday morning. Let's focus on weekly chart as well. So looking at the Nasdaq first, just a quick one. I know we had some problems with Discord audio in the stream last Friday. So is everyone hear me all right? Just want to make a quick checkup before we start. Loud and clear. Good morning, Matt, my friend. All right, so let's continue then. So yeah, let's look at weekly chart for sure. So we had that breakout last week, yes. We did confirm the weekly reversal of the 10-week moving average structure. We close into new all-time high. And then that's the kind of bar and candle that we have into FOMC week. So we do have a proper all-time high close, a breakout after kind of a big cup and handle. The handle was higher than the base, but there's so much cup and handle out there. Take VRT for example, and you take kind of the big mega cap stock as well. I think it was Amazon. Same thing. We have those big cup and handle setups, so they're all over. And for me, just saying that these patterns are there. Yes, we have a lot of volatility on the daily, and it's kind of hard to trade. But we're going into a possible potential continuation of rate cuts. It does imply volatility, but the larger picture, in my opinion, is still very bullish. We can be bearish with a new all-time high close and a breakout like that. So it's just not me. If you're bearish with that view, yeah, you're not probably having the right mindset for a swing or position trader. All right, so that's for Nasdaq. I'll always look at equal weight. So we have the QQQE. So despite a very weak Friday, the weekly looks very good. So we had that double bottom right on the multi-mount base retest. And we confirmed a close above the 10-week moving average, a close above the weekly reversal pivot. So QQQE itself, so outside of the mega caps weight, looks very good as well. We have kind of that anticipation trend change kind of breakout as well with the weekly reversal. And yeah, on the daily, I'm really seeing kind of that 21 DMA structure reclaim and retest. So Friday was weak. So on Thursday, we had that breakout, that big reclaim of the 21 DMA. Then we also had that McClellan summation hookup and Barrett extension hookup as well. Friday came in weak, but price is very tight, pretty much break even. So I'm really seeing it as a potential back test into FOMC, and we'll need to see if we hold that structure right here. that would set up the market very, very well into FOMC this week. Um, Credit spread. So at some point, you just don't overthink it. It's downtrend below daily and weekly structure. It's all good. Same thing for the VIX. Downtrend below daily and weekly structure. No stress. We're still having that confluence area, that structure that we can't really go below, and I doubt that we'll do before FOMC. So look at the FOMC if we kind of broke down or find support and reclaim that 21 DMA structure on FOMC. That will give some good clues as to where the market might go following the rate cut. Uh, and finally, Bitcoin's a bit of the same pattern here. We had strong 21 DMA structure, so daily structure reclaim. A bit sideways weak over the weekend, and I'm seeing this as the back test of the 21 DMA structure of those highs as well. So look for some type of pullback, retest of that area. That would set up Bitcoin very, very well into FOMC as well. All right, looking at the portfolio. GEV, I was not able to de-risk. I was a few cents away on Thursday, but we held the structure retest, a bit of gap up this morning. We'll see if we hold that kind of structure. But we do have a weekly reversal. We did close above the 10-week moving average. So weekly wise, very constructive, and no worries at all if we kind of continue to base for a few weeks, kind of build that sideways, that range and base over multiple weeks. Auber, probably one of the best large cap chart out there. I'm still very bullish on that chart, especially with Friday, and it looks like it kind of moves against the market. So when the market is weak, it's doing good, and when the market is good, it's doing bad. So that's kind of a nice edge to have to your portfolio. But yeah, we still have that massive multi-year base breakout, base on base, higher lows, and then on last week we closed just above the 10-week moving average structure and above kind of that high structure as well. So looking very good. It's kind of the second mouse gets the cheese type of pullback where we had that breakout here in August. We didn't follow through. We came back down, retested the low of the structure, made that higher low, and then we're trying to break out again. So usually when that happens and you have a failed breakout and higher low, it really set up the stock well for a proper breakout that hold. We'll see. We're going into FOMC with that setup. And this is one of my biggest position, and I'm still finding that chart very, very nice. You can it's still within buy area. We're still not extended from the 10-week and the 21 DMA. So look for maybe a retest on weakness of the daily structure, or if you're more of a breakout type of trader, you can go for the 96.10 pivot. That would be your breakout. PLTR, nice action. So we had that higher low, 21 DMA structure reclaim, 21 DMA and base structure retest, and Friday we confirmed a daily reversal and close into a new high here. So looking good. Seems to gap down a bit, but I'm not too concerned. We have on the weekly a proper weekly structure reclaim. We also close above all the weekly structure, and we did confirm the weekly reversal of those two inside weeks as well. So weekly pattern looks very good. You have to remember that this name has been a strong leader of the past cycle, so you give them the benefit of the doubt, and you just engage when they are tight in their weekly structure like that. EBIT we covered. Tesla, I won't cover that. To be honest, there's not much to say. Just in its momentum burst right now. So I took a trim Friday at the close. No regret on that. Yes, I could have squeezed a bit more money into it, but to be honest, there was a news, and you just never know. And I was happy to manage my risk into the weekend. So now I think that my 5R trim is around 450. And to be honest, if we run that hard and I take that 5R after 3 or 4 days with such a 40% move, I would be very happy to take it. And then I would be on my runner and looking at the weekly to catch that larger move and looking to add into the pullbacks as the stock might digest pullback, just kind of breathe in and out of that trend. But clearly the story changed. It's good. It confirms the longer term weekly setup, and from there we're just going to trim into extensions and trade around the core position. Rocket Lab, same thing. We confirmed the breakout, the weekly reversal last week. Now pushing kind of out of that right side and into new highs. So it was a good looking setup. Right now we have the breakout and maybe have that 5R trim today. That would be nice. Oklo, same thing. Confirmed a weekly reversal, full weekly structure reclaim last week. And at this point, I just assumed that a new uptrend started. Micron still a bit away from my 5R target. But to be honest, I wouldn't mind if it just goes sideways into earnings. It ran pretty hard for the stock, so now let's see how it goes, but I'm not overthinking it. And to be honest, that's kind of what I like. Once the stock is de-risked, once I take my first initial third trim at 2R, it means the trade cannot be a loss. So just remove a lot of stress. It gives you patience. So you basically pay for that patience. And once it's in these categories for me, I just don't thinking about that trade anymore. I just wait for either my 5R trim to be it, and then it goes into my runner section, or if it break the weekly structure and it's a break even trade, then I just remove it and call it a trade. So once again, when it's in full section, it's not the risk. I can still take a loss. I have open risk on this position. I'm following those position a bit closer. But once it's the risk, once it's a runner, I can do that. Just close those section all day. Look at them at the end of the day, at the end of the week now that I'm trying to do more and more. And until I get that alert of the 5R target or the alert of the weekly structure being breaking down, then I just have nothing to do. So why stress about it, right? So Carnival, a bit weak on Friday. Like I said, the trade is de-risked. So I'm still seeing kind of that base on base. We're building that tight range. we're still holding and even close above the weekly structure. So all good there. No worries. Let it build the right side. And a bit of the same thing for Hood. So Hood closed above the weekly structure, above the 10-week moving average structure as well. And a bit like, what did we cover? Yeah, the Uber trade. So that's the same thing for Uber. We might be in that type of situation right here where we have that breakout. So we had that nice catalyst with the S&P 500 inclusion. Tried to break out. Sellers came in, failed at that structure right here. But now it might set up the second mouse get the cheese type of setup where we have that failed breakout. We trap all the breakout traders that try to kind of engage on the S&P inclusion news, that open a new position on the breakout. Then those traders are now trapped and underwater. So once you see them start to puke their position, it will create that natural reaction to retest prior structure, now rising daily structure, and look for that area for a potential retest. It does offer a pretty strong opportunity to either add to your position or initiate a new position. And once you see some support in that area, then you can play the daily reversal. You can play the kind of flush into the structure for a low risk entry. You can play an inside day, the daily reversal, like I said. So plenty of way of playing this, but in my opinion, that's pretty much the spot to watch for Hood. And then finally, Warner Bros. So like I said last week and just now, at this point, both 2 and 5 hour targets are taken out, so it's trimmed already 2/3. At this point, there's no more for me to do or even think about. So let's see where the bid come out. And yeah, we'll react after that if we close the position once it's known, or we just trail the weekly structure. Now for the focus list, I had those names. So MP Materials, good 21 DMA structure, reclaim setup right here, or you can play the 64-54 reversal pivot. Seems that we're gapping right into the 21 DMA structure here. So look for either the gap and go, or we can gap and reject and retest that pivot, which would offer a pretty good low risk entry against the retest of that pivot. Affirm, so kind of a delayed earnings reaction. So we had that peg that faded right into the retest of that structure, and now it's looking like a 2 leg down pullback where we had that a bit higher. So not exactly 2 leg down, but we did retest exactly that structure, that base structure. We retested the low of the daily structure as well. And you can see this maybe as a shakeout and kind of an undercut and rally of that previous swing low. And yeah, I would look at the 84.06 pivot for the daily reversal. And that would be kind of the daily structure reclaim as well. VRT, really strong setup. I like that name. And to be honest, if I didn't have my exposure right now, that would be kind of the name, knowing that MP is kind of gapping up. So my two top focus would be MP and VRT. Two strong teams. So MP are rare art metal, so pretty strong. That's the I think only, if I'm not wrong, or only or biggest US producer of rare art. So that's a big play, and uh, government backing as well. They announced some contracts, etc., etc. So big catalyst for MP. You want to be in those, and VRT as well, kind of a data center kind of play for AI. So we have that big multi-mountain year COP and Indel. Uh, right side Endel, we confirmed the weekly reversal based on the weekly structure as well. So on the daily, you have that 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest setup. So if it's really, really strong, you can look at the daily reversal today, 137.09. But even better would be some kind of weakness to start the week, and you can grab kind of the flush and gap fill into the 21 DMA structure retest. Shop still building higher lows right at the daily structure. I would look at the daily reversal pivot, so 144.62 for an entry. Pretty good looking weekly chart as well. We had that we're really building that right side right here. Not sure it will move. Maybe it still need time to build the right side, but weekly wise, it's looking very good. And finally, Nvidia. I think Nvidia looks very good here as well. So again, we have kind of that cup without handle, but kind of a rising handle on the right side. Right now, we did confirm kind of the shakeout, weekly shakeout, undercut and rally, and we confirmed the weekly reversal last week, and also reclaimed the 10-week moving average itself. So same type of daily structure as VRT. That's an AI play, so we had that gap just like VRT on that AI news. 21 DMA structure reclaim and backtest setup. So you can look at the tight inside day. So for the daily reversal, pivot at 178.60, and that would be a strong spot to initiate a low risk entry. All right, so market is done. Let's just look at Traders Lab real quick. So we're seeing the same thing. So I covered the QQQE, so I still think that we're kind of breaking out right here. Tight day, digestion on Friday. We do have momentum picking up, and we're getting a bit heated, but still have room with ratios around 4.75 on the 5-day. So there's good momentum in the last few days. We need to keep that going, but just keep in mind that the 5-day ratio starting to get overbought. Like I said, we couldn't follow through on the McClellan summation hookup on Friday. But yeah, let's see how it goes and how we go into FOMC. Like I said in the last night prime report, I'm still pretty optimistic as long as we remain above the daily 21 DMA structure price wise. So let's look for that to build up the right side, and then look if Brett comes in. But yeah, it's certainly a stock picker market right now. It's not a wild broad breadth right now. It can either just continue to grind up, and in which case we follow the traction that we have, we follow the setups, and we unless we didn't have traction and good feedback in our portfolio, then I would be very much more defensive because Brett is still contracting. But we have so much traction and good feedback in the portfolio that you just have to listen to that. Listen to the big weekly kind of cup and handle bases. all the stuff is kind of building up into FOMC. So yeah, Brett is kind of a secondary indicator, but it's good to keep in the back on your mind. It just say right now that Brett is kind of a bit narrow. You have to be in the liquid leader. That's what's working right now in the more speculative themes. So quantum, for example, is working very well. You have those other type of AI plays working very well. So get yourself in the top leading teams, in the top leading stocks. That's what's working right now. That's what we get traction and good feedback on. So really focus on that. Brett is still pretty squeezed. We're still pretty neutral with that hook down on Friday. So we have space on both sides. Let's look where we go. If we need to kind of contract a bit more into FOMC. But the oversold kind of setup from last week is still valid, still there. And that higher low structure as well. So last week, September 10, we had that higher low. And with Friday, we're still above that low. So we're still going kind of sideways, Brett contracting, and let's see which side it resumes. All right, so that's it for today, guys. Do you have any questions before I end the session? So Vic is saying my voice keeps breaking every 15 seconds or so. Is he the only one? Can somebody else confirm for me too? Okay. Same here. For how long is it breaking? It's breaking every 15 seconds, but does it break for long? Oh, some it's good and hey, it really it seems that it's really a Discord problem, folks. Yeah, that's because you're in Europe, right? Good for me. So okay, it's a mixed bag. If everyone would say that it breaks every 15 seconds, then I would look into my setup. Now your cam is freeze. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I think it's really kind of a Discord server problem where you have kind of how do you call that buffer problem or some kind of memory problems. Uh, I'm not an expert into that, but some people it works, some not. So I don't know. All right, so I'll look into that and might try to reach out to Discord this week. So all right, everyone. Just to let you know, I will be on the road this morning, so I won't be in the pit. If there's any trim, I will just advise quickly in the trades Alex Trade channel. But otherwise, I will be back around noon and will be with you for the afternoon. So take care, everyone. Have a good day and also have a good week. Good FOMC week. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.